Hello Class 4 and welcome to today's art lesson. We're going to be identifying skills and practice in relation to Anglo-Saxon jewellery and brooches. Ignore on this PDF document that it says lesson 2. Don't need to concern ourselves with that. Okay children, so in today's session you are going to use your drawing skills to design your own Anglo-Saxon brooch. Now, to begin with, I would like you to look closely at these brooch designs and see if you can pick out any key features. Now, if you notice, all of the brooches are circular, and they all revolve around a central focal point, which in this case is on 3 out of the 4 is a red gem in the middle. If you notice that they're all symmetrical as well, which basically, what I mean by symmetrical is that if we were to put a mirror down the center of the brooch, you would notice that exactly the same design would be repeated in the mirror. So they are symmetrical through the 360 degree of the circle. Now, I want you to use a pencil to draw your own design on paper. So think carefully about what you would like to see in your brooch. Now, if you want any more ideas for what you could include on an Anglo-Saxon brooch, you could perform a quick Google search. Or you could scroll back through the blog and see if there are any examples of brooches. Well, there are some examples, but I can't remember off the top of my head which day of the blog they would have appeared in. I think it won't have been last week, it would have been the week before. Now, after you've created your design, I want you to get some tin foil and place this tin foil, and put your design over the top of the tin foil and draw over your design with a sharp pencil. So just to recap there, children, you're going to put your design on, you're going to get some foil and put your design over the top and draw over your design with a sharp pencil. Now carefully lift off the paper and your design should now have transferred on to the foil. It's a bit similar as to when we use tracing paper in school. Now, on the top of your piece of foil, you can now add some detail. Now, on the list here, it says you can use paint, Sharpies, extra bits of foil, to create a 3D effect. You're not just limited to paint or Sharpies, though. If you don't have any Sharpies at home, you could use some felt tip pens. I don't think crayons would work though. If you don't have any felt tip pens, if you've got a highlighter pen at home, you could use a highlighter pen. Anything that add a bit of colour. Now, it's just been Christmas. You may well have still left, if you're lucky. You might have some of those, from Quality Street. You get those little coloured pieces of foil, don't you, that come inside the wrapper. Something like that would work perfect to add extra colour to your design. I'm trying to think of anything else that you may have knocking around the house that's like foil based, something you could use to colour. Now, another thing you could use to add colour if you're struggling, but remember to ask permission first and to be very careful with this. If you wanted to paint them and you don't have any paints at home, you could ask mum or an older sister if they have any nail polish, because you could use nail polish to add a bit of vibrant colour and a bit of sparkle in there. You might even have some of your own nail polish. Now, if you wanted to experiment more, you could use foil trays, which would give you kind of a more 3D effect on your brooch. Like the ones it says here from the Mr. Kipling cakes. It doesn't have to be Mr. Kipling, it can be any. So you get like a little bun in a foil tin, you could use one of those little foil trays. Now, as it says on here, the person who created this document can't wait to see your finished designs. that sentiment shared by myself. I can't wait to see your designs. If you take a picture of your design and then upload it onto Seesaw, you could even you could actually take a picture of each step of the process. So from when you're designing your product through to completion, step-by-step photos. You could even, if you wanted, actually take a picture of you wearing the brooch. Just as a bit of a tip, I'm just going to scroll back up to the top here. When you come to create your circle to draw your brooch from, I would advise getting a cup or a mug to draw around, and then you will get a perfect circle. And remember, children, to use a sharp pencil. Cannot stress that enough, a sharp pencil. Okay, children, thank you very, very much for listening. And once again, I can't wait to see your finished designs. Bye.